they say there's two nervous systems, fight or flight, and rest and digest. And it's really interesting when you give things the perspective of time and you have a little bit of time to rest and digest. And you know, you may have picked up I was feeling a little dejected in my last videos, and I was trying to sort of put a positive spin on it for everyone. But I've just found myself, I've just left this out on the table, and I've just found myself just coming back to it in the quiet of the night and looking at it, walking away, looking at it, different angles, having a little thought to myself, pretending I'm not working on it, but just being drawn back to this as an object. And I'll tell you where I'm up to with it. You know, call me loyal, but this little mould's got me so far, and yes, it's got some shortcomings. Look at that bad boy. She's a little bit short over there, but also I've just felt a real sense of positivity come back about it, and call me loyal. I'm going to keep going with this mould. Actually, I can see lots of potential, and so one little thing that just built morale was I measured out and I put the circle in as best as I could. Take that out for what I call the axle shaft, and that just sparked my imagination a little bit. It just sort of made me feel a bit more buoyant. I've come to realise that this will actually need to be dead flat, and I need a centre point in there at a 90 to that dead flat, because this bit doesn't need curve. Why? Because it's not going to be there, right? We're going to have our axle shaft coming up. That dead flat will then very much govern that the sand compass isn't flapping around. I can keep the dead flat on the dead flat, know that we're at a right angle, and away we go. So just little observations come out, little thoughts on how I might do that. So let's just have a look at you know, things have shrunk back a little bit when we look at this permafill we were using. Maybe they've shrunk back, but really I think that gap came from the fact that I ended up having to turn this blade on an angle to smooth. Okay, but it provides the opportunity for that to be built up with a smoother layer, perhaps with a finer compound. So that's cool. This side here, you know, I just wanted to give up on this, but I'm thinking, no, I'm going to build this side up with more expander foam around here, and I might even build up around this side with a bit more expander foam. I'd like my expander foam to come up a bit higher than the extremity of the sand compass, and then that way I should be able to mould right up to the extremity of the tip, which is what I want. But I'm going to need you know, a bit of a wall to do that. Instead of going back to the drawing board, yes, I could do it 1,000 times better from scratch, but why go to scratch when we can keep going with this? And at the end of the day, with one or two more stages, we will be putting a lovely final smooth all the way through here, and we're going to get that shape we want. So I'm just going to keep rocking on, and we will get there. I'm confident we'll get the curve, and that's all we're looking for. And so that's good. Just take a look here. This is dried pretty well. You see here, I had some little fingers early in the morning come out and test it, and I tried to pat it back down. There was a bit of a crack, but it's not going to matter. It's just not going to matter. I think it's all part of the journey. It's all part of the story. And looking at that, I just know that there's going to be another layer. So we're just going to keep working on this. It will be the house that Jack built, but we're going to get there. And so stay on the journey. It's all good. And I think, you know, over the next few days, we're going to see some awesome progress. So anyway, I hope you can enjoy this and see the human side of dealing with the highs and lows and the frustrations and overcoming those things. And if you can take anything away from this video, is that time gives perspective, and perspective can give fresh hope to things. So I'm quite looking forward to building this up and getting it finished. Okay, well, it's a bit of a long video. I hope you've all had an awesome day, or if you're just starting your day, I hope your day brings only the best things in life for you. Until next time, stay safe, everybody, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or jump out in the comments. Bye.